This is was an invited chapter, and it's an international handbook on youth and young adulthood. So it's a really interesting place to put this work because it's a kind of state-of-the-art of what is going on in the lives of youth. And it comes out of Routledge, out of the UK. And I was invited to write the chapter on technology and kids. And the argument is basically saying that most of the scholarship in social sciences is just devoid of the kind of thorough analysis that is required. We just said that it's often too trivial, you know, it's missing all kinds of space for kids to be critical and to really engage in this critical dialogue, and that's what our whole study is about.
I'm Valerie Campbell here with Monica Kelly, and we're interviewing James Rice of the Digital Media and Young Lives Project. So James, I want to start with just tell me a little bit about who you are.
This is going to be a reverse kind of experience with the class, right? Because you're going to do most of the talking.
Yeah, it's going to be different.
And if you can go through and, let's say, circle anything that you use, or even things that you used to use.
I want you to show Ruby and I you online.
Me online?
I want to see you online.
All right.
Okay?
Like.
Mostly people are pretty positive about the fact that 95% of kids are online in North America. This is a good thing in most discourses, and we're saying, well, maybe perhaps it isn't. You know, maybe there are counter-narratives and counter-discourses that we need to look at, and especially from the point of view of kids themselves. We really have to do this in another sort of way if we want to understand deeply the kind of paradoxes that are going on for kids. So we need this nuanced assessment. For example, we have to look at growing social inequality, the fact that 75 million kids are unemployed, and that it looks like in the phase of high technological modernity, more and more young people are actually being marginalized. So what does that mean if they're being pushed to the margins by technology? At the same time, people are saying, well, it's really great to be part of technology. That's our concern. So that's really what we took up in the paper. We said we would do this in 4 ways. The first one is to just look at how present technology is in the lives of kids. And of course, it's more present in North America than it is in other places in the globe. But not just that, but what does it mean for them to be engaged in this much technology or no technology at all? So what are the meanings of that? And then we go through really talking about this study that we're working on now, that the kids who are part of this film will be talking about as well. How did we design it? What does it mean? What are our methods of speaking to kids and giving them that critical space? And then finally we tried to conclude by illustrating where we need to go next in this field. What are the paradoxes? What are the problems? Who's winning and losing by this ubiquitous technology for kids?